Hello and welcome to my video. I've just done this and my camera just shut off, so I'm going to start again. So the first thing I made was this bracelet, and I used these beautiful handmade veined glass beads. I think they were the dragon vein. Oops. I'm going to do that on a glass mat. And as you can see, I don't know if my camera will pick that up, but they are really, really pretty. They have the most amazing markings all the way through, in different shades of greys and purples. Definitely right up my street with the colours. To make the actual chain, I haven't actually used the chain. I've used the head pins, used the golden coloured head pins, and all I've done is each bead has got a head pin through it and 2 beads from my own stash there. And I've just cut the edge off, cut the end off there, and looped it to make the eye, and then done the same on the other end, and then joined them up all the way around. This bracelet measures 6.5 inches. I've got very small wrists, but I'm really pleased with that. So I had it all out, and then my camera went off. So that's what it looks like open, like that, with the gold findings, and that it's really, really pretty. I've tried to alternate the different colours of the beads, so you're not all looking at the same colours. On that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 beads on there that have made up the length of the bracelet. These head pins are 4 centimetres, so 40 mil. And all I've done is I've cut the head bit off, looped it over, threaded my beads, and then done the same on the other end. The only thing that I would say with these head pins, and it is probably the same for all golden colours, I don't tend to use the golden ones. I tend to use silvers. But when you're bending it, or even cutting it, the colour is coming off because the metal underneath is silver and they are coloured. But other than that, I mean, they're very thick and they're very strong. But by the colour coming off in slight, it hasn't happened on every one. Probably when I've used a little bit more force. But that's that. I will leave all the links in the description box of the items that I received from nbeads. So this is the second project share. So I'm going to leave those there. Those ones there. And the next thing that I had to review was the tool set. I do actually have my own tool set that I'd got from Hobbycraft, but I thought it would be a good idea to have an extra set. As it happens, I've lost 2 items of my original set, so it's probably a good job I did have these. So I just wanted an extra set in case anything happened to it, or, you know, just wanting a second set in general. They're quite nice in your hand. They measure, the actual handles measure about 3.5 inches. So they fit quite nicely in your hand like that, as a grasp. They're nice to hold. They've got a nice, good spring. They're the type where you've got the clips there that join in together to give you the spring. These ones have got a really strong grip there. And overall, they're really nice to use. The only thing that I found a little bit awkward to get used to, although I'm all right now, are the clippers, the cutters, because that's quite a chunky blade. And like when you're taking dies apart, you're not getting near enough because they're quite chunky. So you're leaving little bits on, and they took a while to get used to, because my other ones have like a longer blade, so it's narrower, it's not as deep. But other than that, they do feel nice. They fit nice in my hands. I've used them all and they all work really well. They seem very sturdy. As I say, I've not had them very long, but they're nice to hold and they're nice to use. These I did find initially they're quite strong, and I needed 2 hands to actually cut with them initially. But that's probably newness and obviously not being used to them. But I don't seem to have that issue now. But then I do have funny hands, and sometimes even basic things are difficult. So that's them. It's right, my plaster's coming off there. So that's them. You get the awl. I do like an awl. This one, the actual point is only 2 inches. This is my original one. This is my own one. And this one is about 2 3/4. It's a nice awl. It's thicker here. Yeah, they're very good. They're nice to have. Always nice for poking holes, for bookbinding. If you have some of the beads that have got like the pearlized usually, where sometimes the paint or whatever they colour them with goes inside the hole, so you have to sort of poke it out the way. You can use a head pin or an eye pin, but you can also use an awl. So that was handy. This snips. Now when this came, this was open. There was no cover for it, which is a little bit disappointing and probably a little bit dangerous. I would have preferred it to have had a sheath. I know I have some for gardening or for pruning, and it comes in a little bag, little sheath, to protect that blade, because that blade is really, really sharp. They're all right. They're great for cutting, not wires, but the elastics and things like that. You know, the clear ones that you get, or the strings. So they're good for that, but I would have preferred it to have a sheath to protect the blade. But that's just me. The other item that comes in the pack was this. I didn't know what this was. Tracy Susan told me what this is, and it's actually a jump ring opener. I can get one. And what you do is, oh, I just dropped that. So you have the hole to the jump ring upright, and you find the bit. So this one is quite narrow. It's quite a thin jump ring that I've just picked out of there. And at this rate, I am going to lose it. Just bear with me a moment while I put it back on my finger. It's a bit big for me. So you just put your jump ring in there, and then you get your round nose pliers, and you just open it. And then in the same token, when you finish with it, it probably would be better if I had it on a different finger. You just pull that back in the opposite direction, and that would close it. I found it quite difficult to use, probably because it is too big. I found it too awkward to use on my thumb, but it's too big for any of my fingers. But some people would probably find that very helpful if you can find a finger that it actually fits on. I don't push that on any further. It'll actually go on my hands as a ring. You've got 4 different sizes on there. So you've got quite narrow to quite thick, and then sort of standard sizes there. to do 4 different sizes of jump rings. And as I say, you just place them in, and then using your tool, you open it up, do what you've got to do, and then you can just close it as well. It saves having to hold 2 sets of pliers to open a ring, open and close a ring. I personally generally just use the one and my fingers, which is why my nails break. So maybe I should get used to either using something like that or using both my pliers. So that is the last of my reviews for nbeads. I will leave all the links in the description box of all the items that I have shared over the last 2 videos. I would like to say a huge thank you to nbeads for giving me the opportunity to choose and review some of your items. I've really enjoyed what I've had this time. I've had a few different bits. I've had some dies, which were just absolutely amazing. And I've had the tools and a few beads and some jump rings. So yeah, it was a different haul for me this time. But I really, really enjoyed using them. I enjoyed trying them. So thank you once again, nbeads, for giving me this opportunity. Hopefully we can do it again. But who knows? So that's it for me for now. Stay safe. Take care. My mind went blank then. Please hit the like button if you've liked the video. If you're not already a subscriber, if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I do have a giveaway going on at the moment for subscribers, so do go and check that out. So that's it for me for now. Stay safe, take care, and I shall hopefully see you in my next video. Bye for now.